Alright, welcome back YouTube to A Programmer Plays Alwa's Awakening. In our previous episode, found ourselves deep in the stone cellar. We've made our way through a number of illusory walls and spikes, and so now we're going to use our floaty powers to try and get an even better bubble. Fingers crossed. We did also, for the record, pick up a stronger attack. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I don't actually know. Is there a way to even like examine items in here? I don't think there is. Like, I think once you've gotten it, the description is gone forever. Alright, there we go. Oh, shit. That's okay. Starting the day off right with a quick little death. Alright, please be the upgrade. Son of a bitch. There we go. You found an upgrade to your blue gemstone. Now your bubbles will almost reach the sky. Of course, we're sort of in that in the map, not in the map kind of thing. Alright, so casting bubble will actually erase any previously existing bubble we had. And it just keeps going. It's gonna go. Alright, so choices now. Do I want to get the one on the right or the left? I kind of think the one on the left is the one we actually want. The one on the right just goes back to where we've been before. Shit. Hey, I cannot believe that we rescued that. Onwards and upwards. Cool. Love that we ate that damage. But hey, we did get a little bit of healing, so I'll accept it. Don't particularly trust that. Surprised that this isn't an illusory wall. Alright, well, we've got that. Steam queue should display things in release order. I agree. Also, you know, I just generally think that games should be pretty explicit about their orders. Do I think that these spikes are real? They popped when they touched it, so I'm gonna go with yes, maybe? Game saved. I mean, this has to be something, right? Reward my patience, game. I'll accept that as patience being rewarded. The pacifist trophy for Alwa's legacy wrecked my blood pressure. Oh no. Okay, so that, alright. So what we're learning right here is there are some shenanigans in that other room. Oh no, I just miscounted, I guess. Not even shenanigans here. F that up. I'll take that. Shit. Alright, cool. I didn't even note when we crossed the halfway point on our blue orbs. But we did, at some point. Obviously last episode. Alright, so back to the Forsaken Valley, I reckon. Because there's several spots where we know that there are spots we can fly up. I call them blorbs. Orbs is a pretty solid name for him. Should I... We know that these can cross between screens, so I guess we're just gonna chill for a bit. Nope, that was wrong. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of a clunky way to get to here, but what else? This wasn't there. I want to see if this will actually let us go up. No, it won't. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Oh, come on. Oopsie daisy. Alright, so we need to do it from here-ish. Up, stone ceiling, right, a wall, left, another wall, down, back. Is this really just trolling me? Like that's all that this is? It's a Sometimes I think that video games were a mistake. I do wish that I could, like, hold up or something here to make this go faster, because we're just, like, chilling. It takes so long. Takes so long. Ooh, did we... Okay, we did. Couldn't remember if we had actually touched that bonfire or not. Boy, that is a lot of hassle to go through for one blorb. Like, obviously a lot of what we just did was not related to the blorb at all, but... Do they go faster when I jump? Without video games, there's just my own thoughts. No, thank you. That's fair. Alright. So do I think that there's any secret extra rooms over to the side? You know, odds are good enough that I'm willing to test. Got this water. There we go. Getting blocked from climbing by my own thingamajig is mildly frustrating. I think this is actually kind of a bad spot to do. Let's try here. My thinking is the You're kidding me. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, you bastards. That's annoying. Come on. I don't know why I'm still crouching there. That didn't need to happen. Alright, blorb acquired. Now let's this fountain. There we go. This actually does say 7 out of 7 in this valley. So there's probably nothing in the sky over here, but we're gonna double check. I'm gonna treat that as good enough, considering that this area is marked as 100%ed. Town of Westwood would be a good one for us to revisit. Alright, our climb is a little bit faster than riding the bubble. So it still feels kind of just slow in general. Bonked our head on the ceiling, also known as the sky. Alright, Town of Westwood. Your secrets. Let's see how this could have 5, you know? Alright, that's 2 out of 5. Kind of just assuming that there's stuff like invisible wall or illusory walls and stuff in those houses, but I just really don't feel like walking around and rubbing my face on every single house, you know? What up, Fina? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So, is that spot beneath us there that we could potentially go to, but I don't think we need to. Alright, send me on up. Ooh, big fancy key. See how it goes. Alright, that's not too bad. Oop. Alright, hold on though. Spot up there that I'm curious about. Ugh. It really feels like that ought to reset us back to the beginning of the room and not just kill us. Fired that off too early. Curious spot, yeah. It always kind of cracks me up when I'm playing this game and like I've died multiple times in an area, but I haven't used up my little potion, because it means that everything that's killed me has been an instant kill. That is rough in this game, yeah. I'm glad I did this. Fair enough. Okay, that's doable. A bit tight, but doable. And then I do that. I guess actually, so it'd be better, rather than trying to get that early one, it'd be better to get the last one and just try and thread the needle. tight. I shouldn't have gone for it. I shouldn't have gone for it. Woof. There's also a second game in the series. Yes. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the second one. I have not played it yet, and so I'm hoping that it improves on some of the issues that I'm having with this one. There's just a bunch of things that just aren't to my preferences in this game. Doesn't mean it's a bad game, it just means that it's not to my preferences. Oh, come on! That's a good example of something that is not to my preferences. Legacy feels a bit smoother in the air control, but still very retro. I do like smooth air control. This game, like, it's a problem, the way that, like, you jump, and you're like, oh, shit. I'm just stuck in midair, and there's a projectile coming towards me, and that's it. Here we go. Especially since, you know, you have effectively got 3 health for the vast majority of the game. How many times am I gonna do the same rooms? Alright, let's do this time without missing our spot. No, what? We're not getting salty, it's fine. Let's try this again. I can't believe that this is the room that's getting me now. Like, I can believe it. I get it, but, like, ugh, come on. Alright, so if I were to go here, that's too far over. That's gonna pop. So I actually need to be here-ish? Yeah. Is that gonna be okay? Yes, okay. It's pretty tight. Alright, and then rather than being greedy, let's just go up. Ooh, well, that's not ideal. I'm gonna go ahead and do that again, but from further over. I thought it would come a little further, closer to me. Whoa, this game. Alright, hold on. Let's... I want to check something. Settings, is there any... What is assist mode? Alwa's Awakening was designed to be a really challenging game. Turning on assist mode will drastically affect both gameplay and overall experience. Well, yeah, no shit. I really hate that they phrased this as assist mode. But I don't want that. I just want quick respawn. I'm betting that quick respawn is going to make me have a much better time. And if people want to come at me about not playing the game as it's intended, that is okay. Oh, shit. Well, that was just sloppy of me. I don't have an excuse for that. A lot of this, I don't feel like the game's actually being hard, it's just being punishing. You know the distinction? Like, oh, you missed a jump, you hit a spike, and so now you need to redo. How many rooms is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rooms? Like, that's not... more punishing than it is hard. Didn't even know those settings were there. Huh. Hold on. Did we just find a shortcut? By complete accident? Huh. Well, now I'm suspicious that there might be other shortcuts around here. Removing checkpoints so the box can say 100 hours of adventure? Yeah, seriously. Oh, too far. Onward and upward. I really want to know what that says, but I also don't want to... Don't want to fight with it. Damn. I was really hoping that 60 would be the next, like, orb power up, but it is not. Alright, so that stops a lot earlier than I expected. Smacking the jump button just to see, like, alright, what can I get away with here? Again, just a stupid thing. Assist mode is active. Continue. Alright, that... Oof. That's on me. This is much better. This is not how I would do it, but I will accept this. Because this essentially gives you what most games would just have be, like, not even, like, if this was Guacamelee, right? This wouldn't even be, it wouldn't even hurt you. It would just reset you back to the beginning of the room. Interesting. That's showing like a boss room, but an awful lot of illusory walls. Okay. I think that's too low. Does assist mode affect achievements? I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. If it does, then so be it. I would rather enjoy the game than get achievements. Interesting that connects there, because I don't really see a benefit to this connecting. I went my potion, mostly because I was rushing. There are only 15 achievements here, yeah. It's not that big a game, as memory serves. Like, it's, you know, it's like an NES game, right? Like, fairly tight in scope. Is this going to be a fast travel? Yes, excellent. That is very good. I think it's Central Alwa that has a potion spot right beside it. Yes. There we go. Cool. So now we're potioned up again. Let's find out what's on the other side of this, because I'm curious. Oh, well. Never mind, I guess. Dark Moon Village. Alright. Girl? Hello, Zoe. This is Dark Moon Village. Well, what is left of it anyways. It was destroyed by Vicar a long time ago. These are the houses where we kept ornaments before they were taken. Now it's just rubble and dust left. If you can find the ornaments again, we can rebuild the city and take the land back from Vicar. You must help us, Zoe. Okay. Huh. The well here. Found this beautiful blue orb in the cave just outside of town. Go east from here and you should be able to find the entrance. I'm almost certain that you can find more interesting things there. Oh, I do not need this blue orb. You can have it. Hooray! Orbs for me. That's 4 out of 4 orbs. Back in Solstice Mountain. Alright. I just don't trust that spot there, so we're gonna climb up and see if I do this. Really? Huh. Alright, that's that open. Fair enough. Thank you for your heart. Felt like there ought to be something there. You found the eyes of the beholder. Now you can see things that other people cannot see. So, do we think that if I had just gone for it, would I have landed on these without the item? I feel like there's a chance that we would have. I can totally see these devs being like, yeah, speedrunners can totally just memorize where the blocks are. Silly of me. The thing about getting that Eye of Beholder is it does kinda... It doesn't force us to, but it does make me want to just like re-walk through every single room in the game. Because what if there's, you know, something that I just wasn't able to see before? remember having similar complaints with a few other games. Just like, well, it's one thing, like when a Zelda game like gives you the power bracelets or whatever, and you're like, oh, I've seen those big statues, I can pick them up, I've been seeing those for ages, or I can swing off those chandeliers or whatever, right? Like when you get the lantern ability in Ori and or in the Ender Lilies games, like you've been seeing them, you've had the chance to like make a mental note of where they are. Whereas with, hey, you can now see things that are otherwise invisible, you don't really have the, like, what could you have done, right? Okay, have to have come from the other way for this. That's 5 out of 5 on Solstice Mountain. You know what? This is the wrong thing to do because I've turned on assist mode, so just killing myself is not the move. You can switch it off and on again. It's true, but I don't have a way of doing that from here. Like, inside of here, there's no way to get to the menus. I'd have to quit out of the game, and because I haven't saved, I don't want to do that, because then I'd potentially lose the item that I just picked up and have to do it again. I don't know why you can't access the settings while you play the game. That feels like an oversight to me, but... now we can do it. But, you know what, I'm probably going to leave it on. Alright. Lost Cemetery, we can't get over the fire. Amber Ceruleum. We're missing a lot of orbs in there. The depths, we're missing a ton of stuff. Let's actually go back to the depths. Was it underground chamber? I don't think it's underground chamber. I feel like this is the wrong bit. Yeah. Oh, it's depths. It's literally right there. Alright, so do I think... Alright, I think here is a spot that we can do stuff. No, I'm wrong. What am I thinking of that there's something like that? was a spot where we needed to like go up in order to flip a switch. Double check. I'm just kind of assuming that this is it's not. Interesting. Ah, okay. How do you do this? No. I actually don't know how I could pull that off. You bastard. Son of a bitch. Something with a potion. Woof, we're gonna get wrecked just, grabbing that one thing. Kinda don't trust that that pit has nothing in it. Oh, we've been waiting to come back here for a while. No. like that. Ah, but I forgot that we had assist mode on. That's fine then. Alright, so if I push this to here, that should give me enough ground space to be able to do this. Ha! Alright, cool. So that's connected that. We know where the one remaining orb is, we just don't know how to get it now. I want to go back and try. Not really. That was unnecessarily risky. Oh, why did I just walk into that skeleton? What's wrong with me? Getting sloppy. Poor little mage cat lives in a locked room his whole life. It's like, we can get to here, no problem. We can get to here, no problem. But now we've got a problem. Because we don't have a way of getting on top of that. Get it like a fraction of a pixel onto here, but that doesn't help us because we can't actually stand on that fraction of a pixel. And I feel like this might actually be the way out. Does that suggest that I've actually, like, completely misunderstood the setup here? I actually need to be, like, going above. It could be drop in from the room above. It's slightly aggravating, but also would make sense from a game design perspective. Let's loop around. Oh, thank you for the heart. Appreciate it. Because I did say, like, this room feels suspicious to me the way that it is. There we go. Alright, cool. That's all the orbs in the depths. Love that for me. Also, I'm a little surprised now that I think about it. 75 orbs and we haven't leveled up our boss damage or whatever? That seems quite surprising, actually. Cool. All right. Well, I think we're going to go. We've still missed something in Central Alwa, which is crazy. Missing a bunch from the underground chamber, which is not crazy. That's actually fairly unsurprising. Let's pop in there. We need to pop in there anyways to refill our flask. Oh, this is not where I thought it was. I think it's actually Central Alwa that has the fountain right next to it. All right. Stuff going on. If we head down, left, right, we'll get there. I think we'll run a little bit long today. I think. I kind of expected the spikes to destroy the block, so that's genuinely a surprise to me. Music was pretty good. Yeah, it is. I agree. I enjoy these chip tunes. Slightly worried that I'm like overlooking a bunch of obvious stuff. Shit. Like this little spot feels like a prime candidate for a invisible wall. Beholder power. Haven't figured out how to get into that room above us, though. I feel like I missed an obvious switch, maybe? But I thought that the switch was coming from the other side, so... I might have to revisit that next episode. just a little bit too early. I guess I pressed the button a bit too long. Too early again. I don't know why I'm going so early. I don't know. I have no explanation for why I did that. Like, to be clear, that was entirely my own fault. I just don't know why I did that. Alright, so that means that the only one left in here, we know where it is. Now that shortcut is opened. Alright, well, YouTube, I think this is where I will leave you. Thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next episode. Maybe the finale, based on our completion so far? Who knows? We'll find out. Until then, bye!